All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Today we had another day of a bipolar daily time frame. All right, I told you guys in yesterday's video, just like I've told you guys in the past, like I want to say 4 or 5 videos now. The daily time frame has been beyond bipolar. It has not been working. It has been trolling. Any trader who has followed the daily time frame has continuously been trolled each and every day. Because this thing is just flipping every single day. All right, but to start off, we're going to be going over the SPY QQQ's daily time frames. All right, so you got your oscillators hinged up. You clearly have your stochastic crossed up. You have a bullish engulfing candle, and might I add, it doesn't show it here on QQ, but it does show it on SPY. You have inclining volume, guys. I really do hate to say it. All right, I really do hate to say it. But hey, guys, buyers are stepping up to the plate here. All right, buyers are literally stepping up to the plate. I don't know what's going to be taking place. Obviously because no crystal ball, but we're going to do our best to guide ourselves through this storm with TA. All right, so another day that the 4-hour and the you know what? Before we go over that, let's just finish off with the daily time frames. All right, you have VIX down here, and this is why, like, guys, I'm serious. I'm pretty sure this is like, I mean, I'm not gonna even say pretty sure. I'm very positive this is a bull trap. All right, like, not only are you in this channel, all right, but yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, guys, we're gonna go over the oscillators, and it's gearing up to sell off. All right, so let's look at VIX. VIX is down here. Okay, VIX has his oscillators literally over in the oversold territory. Okay. Last time we got down here, we had quite a bit, a spike off of that level here. Let's just go a little like that. And what do we have? We have a 25% spike within 3 trading sessions. All right. I'm not saying that's going to happen because clearly you can stay in the oversold region here for quite some time. But we're going to look at the other technicals, and you guys will likely see the same thing I am seeing, that this right here, VIX's daily time frame, does technically, we do have a bullish Rami candlestick right here. It does line up with well, what I'm going to be projecting moving forward off of the TA we're covering here today. All right, so let's actually take off Tesla. I guess I don't really care too much about Tesla. We can leave those guys on there. We'll move you down there. And as you do see, the 2-year has been falling today. And you guys can actually just look at all of these. They have all been falling. All right. Besides the 30-year. And that is another thing that supports the bull case. All right. When these top, we are likely to see stock market bottom. All right. So which, again, I mean, I'm not liking what I'm having to say here. But at the same time, it's the analysis that I have here each and every day. All right, and it is unbiased. All right, you do have a bearish engulfing candlestick right here. I'm just saying, guys. All right, if we look back, we can actually we can see. Come over here to table of contents. All right, you come over here to the 2-year. Come over here to SPY. All right, we're just gonna look. All right, we're just gonna look at the daily time frames. When you were stalling out here, when you had these days right here, what was happening on the SPY? You were actually falling. All right, you were actually having these well, you had the, well, actually kind of inverse. The candlesticks are green over here when the red over here. And yeah, I mean, as you see, I mean, it's pretty much, it's not the same relationship as VIX because it's not directly tied to the S&P 500 like the VIX is. The VIX is just an oscillator, and that oscillator is directly moved by calls and puts being sold and bought. That's the only thing that can move Mr. VIX. So that's that. But yeah, guys, you do have this bearish engulfing candle here on the 2-year, and then everyone's been talking about the 10-year, so we can come over here. What do you have on the 10-year? You have a topping tail, all right, with a bearish Rami candlestick. I'm not saying, guys, that we don't move higher here. I'm not saying that at all here on the 2-year, and I'm not saying we don't move lower here on SPY and QQQ. But what I will say right now is, like, the technicals on the daily time frame are suggesting that you continue on upward. And look at that. Look at how strong your CCI is hinging there. Wow, that is crazy looking. Absolutely insane looking over here on SPY. Coming over here to table of contents. All right, so I think we went over everything on the daily time frame. Just know that VIX's oscillators down here in the oversold region are just about to hit it. CCI is stochastic. Looks like it is going to be gearing up to have another move like that. VIX's stochastic pretty much doesn't really fake us out. Okay, unlike the SPY chart, we will go back over to just one chart at a time here. It doesn't really have these fake outs, all right? But I do want to say you have the bullish engulfing candle. So you have a divergence between the VIX's daily time frame and the SPY's daily time frame. On SPY, you have this bullish engulfing candle. On VIX, you have the bullish Harami candlestick, as long as you end up doing that. Now, I do want to point out something, which I really hope VIX closes up here. All right, if VIX does close up, while SPY is up where it's at right now, you have that 85% probability that you will be having a red day within the next 2 trading sessions. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, that is not a technical factor that should be ignored. All right, we had SPY red and VIX red yesterday, and what did it lead to? It led to this move right here. All right, that literally told us we would be having a green day within the next 2 trading sessions. I said in my update last night over on Webull that it could be, it could happen today. I didn't think it would happen today, but it did definitely happen today. I told you guys that any bounces that occur likely will be short-lived. I'm just saying, guys, this is the market god saying like, hey, we don't care about your technical analysis. Like I told you guys, like maybe a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I'm not really sure when I said it, but I told you guys we got to start discounting TA. All right, straight up, TA is not going to be as respected as it was in the past. All right. But yeah, so now that we went over the daily time frame, went over that, we can now jump into the 4-hour time frames. All right, and I'm going to keep this channel up because I do see that it is not in it on the 4-hour time frame, but it always stuck in it in the daily time frame. So we're going to see if we close outside of it, because that will be a, again, I hate to say it, but that's a bullish factor on the table. All right, you did clear as day have this downtrend break here, which honestly, like, do we want to call this a bull flag? Was this a bull flag? Did I completely ignore this thing? Maybe I mean, I didn't ignore it. I originally had it. I drew it on the hourly time frame here, and we had drawn it just like, I want to say it was just like that. And as you see, we did break out, and it was a false breakout. And after we came back into it, that's when I took it off of my chart because, hey guys, that invalidates it. But holy crap, yeah, was this a bull flag that is literally breaking out? I don't know, actually. Let's just put that on our chart, and let's just think about this for a sec, okay? Is this too long for a bull flag? I don't know, because it's like longer. This flag portion is longer than the handle of it, the flag pole. We have the same thing over here on SPY. All right, let's just look at that. All right, you got it like that. You got it like that. Holy sweet baby Jesus. You got the same thing over here on SPY. You did break down a little of it over there. Okay. All right. So that is a factor that is on the table. All right. I don't know if anybody wants to refer to that as a bull flag. I don't know. A pennant or whatever you want to call it. The thing, you broke out. Either way, you had this downtrend and you broke out from the downtrend. And honestly, guys, on the daily time frame, we're going to have to see if QQQ completely breaks this whole channel here. And if so, we're just going to take it off. All right. But going over the 4-hour time frames, all right, we do have oscillators coming back into the overbought territory. Your buy line over here, your buy momentum line, whatever you want to refer to it as, is there. Stochastics are riding back up. All right, and then we come over to SPY. All right, and actually we did have this. We didn't have a bullish engulfing candlestick right there. We come over here to SPY, and it is literally the same exact thing. All right, you got your oscillators over reaching this overbought line right there. That overbought buy momentum line, whatever you want to refer to it as, they both go. All right, but again, you did break this downtrend. And actually, if we were to put a target on it, I do think I know it off the top of my head. If you do break the downtrend, you got to go like that. That's $6, and then we can come over here to calculator. All right, so $6 times 0.62. I believe it's 0.62. I'm not sure. But you have a $3 move Oh, so we're not even gonna put it on the board. You're pretty much hitting it. By the way, guys, props to anybody who ended up playing this target. Okay, this is why I only put targets on the board if they get confirmed. All right, there's no reason to have any other targets on the board, in my opinion, at least, unless they're being confirmed in terms of Bulkowski. All right, Bulkowski they have to meet his criteria. If they do, and they break out, that's when they're on the board. This was one that met that criteria. There we go. All right, you literally came down and smacked it, and then I'm just saying, guys, anybody who would have played that downtrend break, you caught a pretty hefty move. And if you played this break and retest here, I personally did not. All right, but I do believe I added up there. That was a sick, nasty move, and holy, like, this is just an insane move, guys. I told you guys in yesterday's report that told you, like, dealers been swiping people's pockets on overtime. Or swiping premiums on overtime. And so I said after that, I was like, so who knows? I mean, maybe we do get that move upward in the next 2 trading sessions. I don't know. But straight up, you guys see what I'm talking about now. There's no denying it, okay? Like, straight up, dealers are taking technicals, and they're just like, we don't care. We're going to do the exact opposite. And I'm going to actually, I'm going to prove my point right here, all right? I think it's not really proven, but it's just further demonstrating what is really happening, all right? Like, straight up, someone wants this thing up. They're doing this on purpose. You had a lot of people betting on the downside today. You had a lot of people I mean, honestly, you're heavy on the put side. I'm gonna be quite honest, guys. I would have much rather just not played the past like week or two. I would have been so much better off if I just did not play the past week or two. And that's something that I have to, I mean, that's a lesson. I'm gonna take it away right now. There are times just not to trade. And when you see stuff like this taking place, dude, it's time not to trade. Like, straight up, this is messed up. All right. But right here, I mean, you had your divergence right there. Obviously went all the way up there and sold off there. I actually, where did I add the puts? I had the puts, and I mean, obviously they're just down. It's whatever. And that's what I'm saying. I got to get better at identifying, not getting better, just acknowledging that, hey, you shouldn't be trading until you have this clear as day setup pop up, because yeah, dude, there was no reason. The past like week has literally just taken people's premiums, like, straight up. There's no denying it. And then you come over here. Look at this, another bearish divergence that formed, and it peaked out right there. And yeah, you ended up doing that. It didn't play out though. It never reset. And then again, you have that. Oh, another bearish divergence forms. Oh, never plays out. Oh, right here, you have another bearish divergence right there. Oh, never plays out. Guys, that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row that just never ended up playing out. I'm just saying, guys, clear as day, someone is holding this thing up. The market gods I speak of, okay, Sebastian calls it the magic hand, okay, and straight up, yeah, you guys see the magic hand. This is straight up, this is dealers doing the thing, guys. Straight up, they are just wiping out put premiums there. And like, I mean, it's not even just put premiums. Like, I've gone over it several times over the past week, where they have just literally just set so many traps every single day. There are just so many traps. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you normally would expect them to do this anyway. All right, but I'm serious, guys. This is on overtime. Every single move is a dealer trap. All right, like, what the fuck is this move? All right, so moving on. All right, so we went over the 4-hour time frame here. All right, you got your oscillators over there. What's going on the VIX's 4-hour time frame? Did you nullify this 4-hour divergence? I believe you did. 154, 153. You like just nullified that bullish divergence. I guess people, I mean, like, if you're just looking at it with your eye, there's really, like, you can't like notice anything. It looks like made a double bottom there, but like, if we actually look at it, no, it says 154 right there. It says 153.94 right there, which means, yeah, it's nullified, which that sucks. All right. So maybe we do not see the VIX bottom here. Maybe we do have another update in the markets. I'm not sure. Okay. Again, I have no crystal ball, absolutely none. But we can rely on TA. It has been guiding us through it. I'm going to be straight up. This bounce was easily predictable. But again, I mean, no, you just, you completely had your follow through on this move. All right. This was not short lived, is what I am getting at. All right. We come over here to the weekly time frame, and you are actually above it. Holy sweet baby Jesus, guys. We are going to have to see where this bad boy closes this week. All right. You close above it or you close under it again, sign of weakness. Okay. But guys, if you close under this, guys, the bear thesis just got a lot weaker. All right. In my personal opinion, this was your indicator suggesting, like, this was the only technical indicator suggesting that you were in crash mode. All right. And now you are not. All right. Like, well, we're going to have to see where this thing closes. This obviously caught me off guard. But yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see. We will have to see. All right. But finishing off with the hourly time frame, guys, we do have our oscillators that came back up here. And I mean, again, I mean, we've just been relying on the hourly and 4-hour time frames here. When their oscillators typically reach these extremes, they either form their divergences like they got over here, where that tells us like, hey, you are selling off, or you got the same exact divergence over here, right there. Or you can just do one of these where you just literally just start reversing for the other side. All right. I have no idea what's going to shape up, but I am going to be watching for a bearish divergence to form here on the hourly time frame. And if not, I am just going to be watching for it to start falling down. Now, I do want to point out that you also are up here with the 4-hour time frame, which equals a stronger sell-off. Now, what I will say is your stochastic is kind of just in the middle here. All right. So if you do suddenly start to turn down, that is going to sharply turn down as well, and will not remain over there in the overbought time frame. You come over here to QQQ and SPY. You have had this bearish divergence forming all day, and this is what I'm saying. All right, this is how you know this move. This is not like, this isn't something that is. I mean, again, it's just not being supported by the buying pressure. But at the same time, you come over here and look, you have this up day here with inclining volume. All right, so that is like something to take note of. All right, so. Now, I will also say there was a, I think it was the Wall Street Journal put out I think it was the Wall Street Journal. They put out something this morning saying that the Fed, it was around 850, and I was watching it. I was like, what the heck is making this go up? What is making it go up? And then Master Wu over on Twitter finally posted about it later in the day, and I was like, oh, that's what made it go up. Like, what the heck? I wish I saw that. I don't know why. Like, I looked on Twitter, none of my major like news sources, they weren't like tweeting about anything. So I was like, what the heck is happening? And we can actually go back over here. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We'll look at SPY just because that has the white channel there. But what the heck is this, guys? I was like, dude, is someone reporting earnings right now and they're like crazy? Like, is it a big name? What's going on? All right, because clearly we were down. Yeah, guys. I mean, so the Wall Street Journal came out with an article suggesting, by the way, we have a wedge forming right here. I'll put it up on the chart in a second. But the Wall Street Journal came out saying that the Fed, how can the Fed not raise interest rates? Like have a lower interest rate hike next Fed meeting on November 2nd without having the market rally. So that's hinting towards they're going to be having that smaller rate hike, which if it's going to come in lower than expected, it would be the 0.5 BP. All right. Or not BP, the 0.5% of a rate hike, or the 50 basis points. I don't think that's going to be happening. I think it is going to be a 75 basis point hike. That would most likely be expected. And honestly, from there, I don't know. We're going to have to look at data and see what's going on there. I honestly, guys, I'm serious. I'm not saying like we should be selling off, because the market could do absolutely anything, guys. The market is always right. We're never right. Okay. The market is always right. Guaranteed every single time. All right. Like, the market was right back here. I didn't listen to Mr. Market, even though we had that day. Well, look what happened. Market was right. All right. Now I will also say, like, I'm going to be honest. These moves, like, they're not playable. Okay. Like, they are for day traders, but any swing trader, no, you've gotten your ass reamed over the past week or two just from playing the daily time frame. But yeah, guys, as far as technicals going into Monday, all right, or I mean, we'll just say going from here, all right, not even going into Monday, because maybe you get a sharp drop in after hours and pre-market that ends up giving you this cycle back downward here on your oscillators. But yeah, guys, I'm looking for this to return back into the oversold territory right there, and we're gonna have to see how large that sell-off was. We clearly had this here. I'm gonna be quite honest. All right, I do wish I had Wish I had cut the October 30. I was like planning on repositioning my October 31st today. On in like any time I got an opportunity or an opportune moment, and I just didn't get any setup, guys. There was no setup to freaking sell out of these things. Like straight up. I mean, personally, I didn't think you were going to rally all day. Again, that is the dealers just taking people's premiums. They know most people are on one side of the market. Take the premiums, but I mean, here's also the thing. They could be doing this right before they send it down. Like that's like logically what the dealers should be doing. All right, they should shake the people out right before they send it down, or right before they do whatever move. And it's not like we're getting any bear trap here. I mean, maybe you could call this a bear trap over here, but it's with the trend. All right, this is literally like this is a counter trend move, like guaranteed. So. And we're going to have to see. We're going to need to see you break this high if you are going to switch trends. All right. You would need to break this high, and then you would need to come down. And you would need to make a higher low, and then you would have to come. So the picture would look like this. All right. So this is where you got to break. And this is a trend change. All right, guys. This is all a trend change is. You would have to come up here. Doesn't matter how slight it is. Okay. You make that higher high. You'd have to come over here. Have to make a higher low. So you can't break right here. All right. Sloppy line there. And then you would have to come up and you would have to break right here. There is your completed trend change right there. As of right now, this is a counter trend move. All right. So until I see that, I mean, I'm going to remain bearish. I'm going to be quite honest. I will be perfectly fine with my December 16s. If that does become the case, okay, if we do end up breaking this this high right here, okay, this minor high right here, I am still not going to be I'm not going to be selling the December 16 puts because change the trend. You need to come down and you need to make that higher low. All right. So I got time on those. That is like my plan on those. I'm not going to be doing anything different from that. Not going to be panic selling. It is just kind of whatever. I got to just sit on my hands for right now. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be quite honest. Everything looks bullish on the daily time frame, the weekly time frame. It really does depend on where you close here today. If you close underneath 270, what is that? 274.09. Yeah, if you close underneath 274.09, that means you close underneath the 200 weekly average. And this is on the NASDAQ on Qs. So that is what I'm going to be watching for. If we do get that close over it, guys, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I was wrong then. This time was different. All right. There was. Yeah, I mean, it'll really suck saying it. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. It'll suck. But yeah, if we do get this close over here, this time will be different. All right. And like, I mean, already this time has been different. We did not get a 10 to 30 or a 20 to 30% sell off within 3 weeks of closing under it. All right. So that right off the bat, that's different. Okay. I told you guys that someone is holding up the market before they have that capitulation move. That's my personal opinion there. That is what it looks like. Like there's really no denying that. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what it looks like. There's no denying it. And that like only if we come back and take out these lows, like straight up, that's when I become right there. As of right now, guys, I don't know. I'm literally going to have to, I'm going to have to watch straight up. And yeah, I mean, just take that pain. There's that. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. And actually, look at what's happening with Bitcoin. You're like literally not moving with the indices at all. Like nothing. You were not doing anything here on Bitcoin. It looks like you were literally just waiting for a big move one way or the other. We're going to have to see what happens here. It does look like on the weekly CCI here, it does look like you're gearing up to go lower here on your weekly CCI, which would make a lower low over here, and that would be your bullish divergence. All right. So we are just going to have to wait, but that is something interesting that is going on. All right, guys. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.